Hello, hello. This video is what I think about lying, aliens, and spirits. Apparently it happens because there are some contradictions. One example I'm thinking of here is I really like Seth. I really like Jane Roberts. I really love what she says. They love to tell stories about the past that we don't have any way of knowing. And I like to believe those. And I'm really into Bashar too, the alien, because I like what he says. It's all what they say is very self-empowering. Anything that is self-empowering, I like. It's good. Anything that tries to put the power into the hands of the deacon or some kind of figurehead and tell you shut up is bad. So I like them. Only there are definitely some inconsistencies because Seth says that Jesus was never crucified, that they used a proxy. But Bashar says that Jesus was crucified. So who's lying? Now, another thing about this is that gray aliens. I know that government officials who have been charged with dealing with these gray aliens, getting their technology, and, giving them permission to abduct people on behalf of the American government. Don't really have a very high opinion of gray aliens. I don't really understand them. They seem to think that they will tell them whatever they want to be told, and they make promises that they don't keep, and they say contradicting things, and I can't remember any people off the top of my head. I want to say Dean Keaton, or maybe it's just somebody else, Dean. Anyways, go to the channel called Jag Bodhi, and that's where they interview all of the government officials. But anyways, so number one, do I think the spirits lie? I don't know. I'm gonna say no, but just to be devil's advocate here, if they do lie, just trying to explain it. If aliens and spirits tell you truths that empower you and make you feel good, and they also lie, why would they do that? Does this mean that they're evil? No. Does not mean that I have utmost faith in them. So there must be a good reason for lying, for saying stuff like, I'm from a planet revolving around this star, when they're not even from there, or something. Or, Seth saying that Jesus was never crucified, they used a proxy when he was. Or whatever. Now, maybe they do this. Maybe they do it because it's that important for us to be able to think for ourselves. Maybe we absolutely, if we're going to get to any level beyond where we're at now, we absolutely have to be discretionate. We have to be able to sift through bullshit. And it's so important that they will give us bullshit to sift through. Because if they don't give us bullshit to sift through, we're not going to have any practice sifting through bullshit. But even though we sift through enough bullshit anyway from people talking stupid stuff, humans, but maybe we have to sift through a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of false claims, false stories coming from them themselves. Perhaps it's so that maybe the universe is just some big, experiment, and they already know what we will do, or we already know what we will do if you believe in the multiple universes idea. They already know what happened that other time, so let's throw them another curveball, and throw them another curveball, and throw ourselves all kinds of curveballs because we just have to know what's going to happen. So we're constantly screwing with ourselves. aliens are always screwing with us. We're always going to be screwing with some other planet we go to and telling them lies and seeing what they do. Maybe that's how the universe works. It's a bunch of fun and games. I don't believe that. I'm just, if you believe that, maybe that could help you decide that's why it's like that. As far as another reason is maybe transmissions through channels. Maybe it's not deliberate, lies are not deliberate, but the channel themselves, even though they're the best channel around to do this job, they still have these little preconceived notions that could have come from anywhere, could have come from whatever, but they have this preconceived notion, and there's a little blockage or belief, and that just comes out wrong. You know what I mean? Comes out totally false, and then the spirit who channeled it, and this is that, and is like, whatever, not that big of a deal or something. I don't know. Am I going to believe Bashar or Seth? I say I go with Bashar. I say Jesus was crucified. Or maybe he wasn't in another parallel reality, That's another theory. Is maybe, people get their parallel realities mixed up, and they're talking about the parallel reality that they came from. Jesus wasn't crucified, he is a proxy, but in our particular reality, he was crucified, and they, kind of forgot which timeline they were talking about. I'm sure if there's an infinite number of timelines and an infinite number of possibilities that they keep exploring and looking at, I guess you could get confused pretty easily. Sure, super smart spirit or alien. So that's what I think about lying aliens and spirits. Now, from now on, when I watch these guys and this stuff, I swear to God, I'm going to put myself in as much suspended disbelief as I possibly can. I'm going to believe every freaking thing they say. So I have a reason not to. You know what I mean? Now, as far as telling stories that aren't exactly true, there's the Urantia book. Now, I really loved the Urantia book. I loved every minute of it. I read it cover to cover in 1 month, and that's not skipping any words. I really did read it cover to cover in 1 month. I was stoned off my ass, so I didn't really remember all of it, because there was a big pot plant growing outside my hotel room that I uprooted and brought in. But there's definitely, it seems like the Uranium book's kind of in a world of its own, because they like to tell a lot of stories that I have trouble correlating to other stories, like they never mention Atlantis, they never mention, so maybe the Uranium book is another one of these cosmically written, it really is written by spirits and people who hit a higher mind state, because they did say a lot of brilliant things and brilliant ideas, but they just threw in a whole bunch of lies, because that's just how it goes, We're just supposed to have to sift through this stuff and figure it out for ourselves, because I guess if we're all handed truth, then as soon as we're handed something that's not the truth, we won't know the difference. So maybe that's that. Maybe that's how it works, Does that mean that we should be able to lie as humans and tell fibs? Hell no, doesn't mean that. I say lying is bad. So, anyways, what do you think?